Mr. Cohen, with this, do you think the President of the United States is making decisions in the best interest of the American people?
No, I don't.
Especially those you said that he used horrible words about, like African Americans, Muslim Americans, and immigrants?
Yes.
Just to make a note, Mr. Chairman, just because someone has a person of color, a black person working for them, does not mean they aren't racist.
I'm sure she didn't intend to do this, but if anyone knows my record as it relates, it should be you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, I would like to...
Hold on.
I want the words read back.
No.
We want to know exactly what she said.
What You Are About watched wasn't a serious hearing. It was a political theater production starring outrage, selective memory, and a convicted liar as the lead witness. Democrats came in breathless, clutching Michael Cohen like he was the last lifeboat on the Titanic, screaming criminal conduct, while hoping nobody remembers she went to prison for lying. And the moment Republicans started asking real questions, calmly, procedurally, by the book, the whole thing started wobbling. You could feel it shift. The facts weren't landing. The narrative wasn't sticking. So what happened next? The emergency lever got pulled. Suddenly it wasn't about evidence anymore. It was about emotion, insinuations, and a reckless accusation that blew up right there on the record. One Republican simply asked for clarity, and Democrats immediately hit reverse, tripping over themselves to explain what they didn't mean. That's not strength, that's panic with a microphone. This clip perfectly captures the strategy. Accuse loudly, retreat quietly, and hope the cameras move on. But this time, Republicans didn't let it slide. They forced the truth into the open, and it got real uncomfortable real fast. Strap in, let's watch the full clip before I give you the full breakdown.
To get to Ms. Tlaib, and then I'll come to you, okay? Ms. Tlaib, I mean, they've been waiting here all day. Ms. Tlaib?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, all of you, for centering this committee on our sole purpose, is exposing the truth. And some of my colleagues can't handle the truth, and this is unfortunate because it's the center of what is protecting our country right now. The people at home are frustrated, Mr. Cohen, and they want criminal schemes to stop, especially those from the Oval Office. Mr. Cohen, I am upset and know that my residents feel the same way, that a man you worked for the past 10 years is using the most powerful position in the world to hurt our country solely for personal gain. We are upset that some of our colleagues here are so disconnected of what it means to have this President of the United States sending checks to cover bribe payments, not hush payments, bribe payments you made on his behalf. One in 2017 of March, and another August 2017 after he was sworn in as president. They are upset that while my colleagues are trying to discredit your testimony by some of your own unlawful acts and lies, that they are disconnected with the fact that you were the personal lawyer for this President of the United States, that this President chose you as his legal counsel. My stance has always been the same, Mr. Chairman, based on the facts, not on future reports that we're all waiting on. My residents back home don't need a collusion clause with a foreign government to know this President, Individual One, has disregarded the law of the land, the United States Constitution, and that he has misused his pardon powers. In the sentencing memo, Mr. Cohen, filed by the federal prosecutors in New York in December of last year, they stated, quote, in particular, and as Cohen himself has now admitted with respect to both payments, he acted in coordination with and at the direction of Individual One. Mr. Cohen, as you know, President Donald J. Trump brand comes first, not the American people. Based on what you know now, based on what we know now, is that Individual One used his money, businesses, and platform to enrich himself, his brand, and then the process directed you, Mr. Cohen, to commit multiple felonies, and you covered it up, correct?
That's correct.
You called it protecting his brand, correct?
And him as well.
Mr. Cohen, with this, do you think the President of the United States is making decisions in the best interest of the American people?
No, I don't.
Especially those you said that he used horrible words about, like African Americans, Muslim Americans, and immigrants?
Yes.
Just to make a note, Mr. Chairman, just because someone has a person of color, a black person working for them, does not mean they aren't racist. And it is insensitive that some would even say the fact that someone would actually use a prop, a black woman, in this chamber, in this committee, is alone racist in itself. Donald Trump is setting a precedent.
Mr. Chairman, I ask that her words be taken down.
Donald Trump is setting a precedent. I reclaim my time.
Mr. Chairman,
Donald Trump is setting a precedent
Mr. Chairman,
that the highest office can be attained
Mr. Chairman, the
through
rules
illegal
are clear.
activity. Cover up and hold on to business assets to break campaign finance laws and constitutional clauses. What we have here, Mr. Chairman, is criminal conduct and the pursuit of the highest public office by Mr. Cohen and Individual 1. I hope that the gravity of this situation hits everyone in this body
The court report.
and in Congress and across this country. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield the rest of my time.
Mr. Chairman, I ask that her words, when she's referring to an individual member of this body, be taken down and stricken from the record. I'm sure she didn't intend to do this, but if anyone knows my record as it relates, it should be you, Mr. Chairman.
Chairman, I would like to.
Hold on.
I want the words read back.
No.
We want to know exactly
No,
what she said.
excuse me.
About a colleague.
Excuse me. Would you like to rephrase that statement, Ms. Tlaib?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I can actually read it from here. Just to make a note, Mr. Chairman, that just because someone has a person of color, a black person working for them, does not mean they are racist. And it is insensitive that someone would even say racist, say it is racist in itself, and to use a black woman as a prop to prove it otherwise. And I can submit this for the record. If a colleague is thinking that that's what I'm saying, I'm just saying that's what I believe to have happened. And if, as a person of color in this committee, that's how I felt at that moment, and I wanted to express that. But I am not calling the gentleman, Mr. Meadows, a racist for doing so. I'm saying that in itself, it is a racist act.
Well, I hope not, Mr. Chairman, because I need to be clear on this particular. Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Meadows, wait a minute.
I've defended you
Mr. Meadows,
with false accusations.
Mr. Meadows, I'm the chair.
Yes, sir, you are.
Thank you. I will clear this up. Now, Ms. Tlaib, I want to make sure I understand. You were not intending to call Mr. Meadows a racist, is that right?
No, Mr. Chairman, I do not call Mr. Meadows a racist. I am trying, as a person of color, Mr. Chairman, just to express myself and how I felt at that moment. And so, just for the record, that's what was my intention.
All right. Mr. Meadows.
Mr. Chairman, there's nothing more personal to me than my relationship. My nieces and nephews are people of
Now
color.
that you've seen it all, let's say this plainly. The Republicans were absolutely right, and the Democrats completely unraveled. This entire exchange was built on theatrics, not truth. They dragged in Michael Cohen, a convicted liar who admitted under oath to lying to Congress, and treated him like the gold standard of credibility. That alone tells you how desperate this was. When your star witness is someone who went to prison for lying, you're not exposing corruption, you're advertising weakness. What really gave it away was the pivot. The moment Republicans started pressing for clarity and fairness, the conversation swerved straight into emotional accusations and vague moral grandstanding. Instead of evidence, we got outrage. Instead of facts, we got speeches. And when one Republican member calmly asked for the record to be clear, something that should be basic procedure, the room exploded. That's not confidence. That's panic. And let's talk about that moment because it matters. A serious allegation was made on the record, and when asked directly whether a Republican colleague was being accused of racism, suddenly the answer turned into backpedaling, clarifying, rephrasing, and emotional justification. If you're so sure of your accusation, you don't hesitate. You don't walk it back. You don't say, "That's not what I meant." The Republican response was measured, respectful, and firm, exactly how adults handle serious claims. This is the pattern Democrats keep repeating. Accuse first, clarify later. Inflate emotion, ignore process. They claim to defend institutions while actively degrading them. Meanwhile, Republicans were focused on rules, facts, and fairness. things that actually protect the integrity of Congress. The contrast couldn't be sharper. At the end of the day, this hearing didn't expose Republicans. It exposed how thin the Democrat case really is. When you strip away the speeches, the outrage, and the emotional smokescreen, there's nothing left but recycled accusations and a witness nobody trusts. Republicans stood their ground, defended due process, and refused to let reckless claims slide. And that's exactly why this moment struck such a nerve.